Because as always, though, we try to keep the background movements to a minimum, so I don't have to edit that shit out.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So we're live, and I'll do the intro because I think I got a clever one. It goes with the episode. 3, 2, 1, go. Coming live from TRL, you got lyrically incorrect, where we're always politically incorrect, and I got the homies Tony and Brian with me, and I also got a very, very special guest who's a second-time appearance on the podcast. Got our big homie Jesse. How's it going, guys?
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, what's going on?
How's everybody feeling?
Pretty faded. Man. Pretty faded.
Yeah. What you sipping on, Tony?
What is this, Jesse? What am I sipping on here?
That is 12-year-old scotch.
There we go. 12-year-old scotch.
12-year-old scotch. Nice. Well,
don't get it confused with a 12-year-old girl that was just here last night.
Whoa. I mean, the FBI could be tapping into this. I don't know if you want to.
Shout out to the pedophiles out there.
Reveal that kind of stuff. JK, we kid.
The FIC come after us.
So,
tracking Dr. Philip on you.
So I had Red Stripe for the first time today. It's pretty good.
Really? It is good, huh? Yeah, it's cool. It's all right.
Yeah, and then I had some other like jalapeno pale ale.
What is that?
It wasn't that good. I forgot the name.
That sounds like a Mexican ecstasy.
It might have been, man. Like I mean, I'm not a pale ale fan to begin with, but.
And what pale ale, what Brian was talking about with pale ale is like it turned you pale first, and then you want to do anal afterwards.
Whoa.
They hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah. And then, Tony, remember whenever you came for New Year's and you brought that bottle of vodka?
Dripping Springs? That shit's pretty good, huh?
Well, I'm not a vodka person myself, but...
So, no.
Damn, alright.
But I finished it off tonight.
Goddamn. Hey, y'all been sipping on that all winter?
Well, I mean, I had like 2 bottles of tequila, so we kind of never really touched it.
I got you.
And before you give me some mosquito spray out of it.
Hey, you read that, Brian? You can make
mosquitoes.
It tastes like mosquito spray.
Shout out to BuzzFeed for that, man.
There we go. Shout out
man, I just can't. Like, vodka just doesn't work.
What?
I don't find it tasty at all.
Vodka? Yeah,
you ain't never had the Fruity Loops flavored vodka.
No.
Hey.
I've had Fruity Loop vodka. I've had it.
You can just chug that thing.
Oh, no? Wait. I take that back. There's one vodka that I like. It's the effing cucumber vodka. That one's pretty good.
Okay.
That's all right. You know what, though?
Shout out to 50 Cent.
I would never drink just like a glass of vodka, though. Fuck that, man.
It's kind of gross.
I don't know. It just has a very alcoholic taste to it.
It has a very.
It has an AA meeting vibe to it. You know what I mean?
It has that. It has
good
that.
breakfast.
It has that Germex taste, kind of, bro. So I don't really feel that shit.
You know, I had a friend in college that told me that whenever he was in high school, and they couldn't find anybody to buy them alcohol, that they'd freeze Germex. So then all of the sanitizing stuff would freeze, but then alcohol, I mean, it has a very, very, very high freezing point.
Yeah, it doesn't freeze.
So that wouldn't freeze, so they'd take the alcohol from the Germex and they'd drink that.
But they were always late on their assignments, though.
White people are crazy.
They were just dedicated to the
White
cause.
people crazy.
The struggle is real, man. I don't know. We drank.
That's a punk rock kid, right?
I think the worst we did was McCormick's, though. I feel like that was the worst we did.
And that was
which was hand sanitizer, pretty much.
And that was because of Lori. Anytime No. Anytime we gave Lori money for alcohol, he'd always come back with like 2 bottles of
And
McCormick.
pocket the other $30, bro.
We gave you 50.
Well, I don't know, man. The McCormick's was extra high this week. I don't know.
I don't know, man. They put it in a bottle with a handle this time, so I don't know.
I think
Actually had to break the seal.
I think our friend Lori still drinks McCormick's to this day. Grown ass man.
We still drink 40s, so I guess we can't really talk.
But that's different because 40s, there's like a social kind of cultural thing tied back to it, you know?
Yeah, like drive-bys and gangbangs.
Hip hop and hip hop music and all that good stuff, you know? Drinking a 40, it's almost like an accomplishment.
It's a tradition.
Kind of your way to end the day, pretty much.
Yeah,
It
there
was
you
a
go.
good day, man. It was a good day.
It was a good day. And on that note, it was a good day.
Transition slide.
This episode we want to kick it back a little bit and talk about our favorite songs from the 90s. And that was one of my favorite songs from the 90s. Good Day by Ice Cube.
That was a really good song. I liked it.
Ice Cube, man. I feel like he's kind of doesn't get the respect he deserves anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
you
he
can
went,
only-
he went commercial, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You can only
He's
release so many movies the way he has, but he's a family man now.
Are we
He
there
never-
yet, man? Are we there yet?
True.
You know, Barbershop was still pretty. That was still
Hey,
pretty
Barbershop
good.
was
That
still
was
the
still pretty
vibes.
good. But then he came out with "Are We There Yet?" and everybody's like, "What the fuck, bro?
He got money.
Like, what
though.
happened to West Side Connections?
But did he get money though?
He got paid."
There you go.
And then he had that one movie with Kevin Hart was pretty funny. I think it was called Ride Along.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
That was pretty good. It's funny. Well, Kevin Hart always has like his good one-liners. But yeah, man, Ice Cube was hard. He was an NWA, but they do have like that NWA movie that's coming out.
Dude, that's gonna be dope.
I think this summer. I saw a preview for it
It's gonna be super dope.
like a few months ago. Whenever Fast 7 came out, Furious 7 or whatever,
Yeah.
and I got extra hype for it. So
That looks real good, man. It looks.
it does. And Ice Cube's son looks just like him.
Yo, for real.
Did y'all
Shit's
do y'all
wild.
remember that cipher they had on the BET Awards?
Yeah.
Where it was like
His kids.
Snoop and his son and Ice Cube and his sons.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Snoop. It wasn't Snoop. It was what's his name?
It was Rev Run.
Rev Run and his sons.
Who won?
Ice Cube, bro. I think
West Side is where I reside, right?
because yeah, man. Because they had. I mean, Russell Simmons had. Rev Run had. What's his name? Him and Diggy were pretty good, but then you had what's his name?
Had JoJo fucking it up.
You had JoJo.
JoJo.
You had JoJo with his button up all the way buttoned up, bruh, and he
Man,
just wasn't feeling it, bruh.
JoJo's been trying to get a hit ever since Run's House, man. And
That's
that was like,
for
what,
real.
2005?
Dang.
And then his little, like, 12-year-old...
Before the first pair of Yeezys dropped, bro.
Yeah, that's funny.
BYE before Yeezy.
Before Yeezy.
BYE.
It's good. I might have to use that.
Wait, and like how many? What? There's like 3 of them, weren't there? Like 3 brothers or something like that.
No, there's 2 brothers.
No, there's 3. There's 3 little brothers.
Oh, was there a little one running
Yeah,
around? or
yeah,
what?
there was, like, the very, very young one.
No. I know Diggy was alright for a little bit, but I don't think he went anywhere with it.
Nah.
It was kind of just like any old. It was all the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Same
think
old.
it's always hard to. I mean, you can't really, like in the rap game, trying to live like off your family name. It's just like it hardly ever happens. You never see it.
Especially whenever you're
Not
trying
in the
to
rap
live up
game.
in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
especially
hard.
if it's like Rev Run, you know, like such an iconic figure in hip hop, released in like the 80s and 90s. Yeah.
He was fucking one of the founding fathers of hip hop. So hell yeah, man.
I mean, it's just so hard to break into music. Much less like anyone who does is pretty much a pioneer. And then that's your dad. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard to pioneer your own sound.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's always going to compare you to your dad.
But then I bet also the dads try to play too much of a part. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah.
Because you know how dads are. you know what they say, like, son, wrap it up or you're gonna have a baby at 23. And you're just
Like
like,
me.
fuck it, Dad, I love fucking going raw, bro.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And then you do end up with a kid at 23 and you're just like, God damn, my dad was right. Sometimes you just gotta learn your lessons yourself, and maybe a rapper's dad was just always trying to like, no man, you can't be using that tempo with this flow. And you're like, shut up, Dad, I got this shit. And then your rap career failed, and you're like, God damn, Dad's right. You know what I mean?
You only got 1% download your shit on iTunes, and that was your dad, and you're just like, damn. Should have listened to my dad.
Not even your Uncle Russell Simmons downloaded that shit, bro.
So I think it's kind of funny that Rev Run was kind of like the good guy, but then you got your Uncle Russell who was like banging strippers and dropping thousands of dollars on cocaine every week.
I'm not sure that he slowed down.
That's true, man. Like
Boy was doing cocaine in his bathtub while Rev One was writing biblical verses in his bathtub.
He's typing them out on his BlackBerry.
I mean, just tying into that, I'm gonna say, he's still not a player. You know what I mean? He just fuck a lot, like.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I feel like that was a live ass song. I feel like that's probably what he lived by, bro. Just
Damn, man.
I mean,
90s was such good hip hop.
he did have some pull though, man. He had what's her name, Kimora Lee Simmons. He was like, I think he was like
fat.
30 years older than her.
Damn.
And I mean, she was already pretty, well established. She was a model.
I think she looks pretty ugly now. Like the last picture I saw of her, she wasn't looking too hot.
They're not together anymore, huh?
Nah, I think they got a divorce or something. I think they were probably had a fight over whose card was who after he released those.
Oh yeah, he had
those pay-you-go cards.
He had the Rush card.
The Rush card. Rush
what
to
was
be
the
broke.
point of the Rush card? Like it didn't do shit.
It was.
right?
I mean, it was a debit card. It was like a prepaid card. Yeah, but
I feel like the name suited it well.
Like, why not just get a bank account?
Well, I mean, because like if you get like a debit card with like Bank of America, you have to have like at least like what $25 in it.
No, I think that's now, but like back then, I'm pretty sure it was nothing. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, it was the same back then. Like the
credit union. You know what? But some people just don't think like that. You know what I mean? It takes a commercial for them to run out and get a prepaid card. So.
And I don't know. Like
They're dumb, they're
you got them Everest commercials. You sitting on the couch right now when you should be picking up this phone and getting this Everest education.
Hey, somebody calls us. They put them on. Somebody calls.
Wait, you only got $25 left. You need to get a Rush card so you can spend the last of them dollar bills. Go buy some McCormick's.
You got that? Hey man, you got that one CJ Myers that picks up the phone like.
That's your name dropping, bruh.
Name dropping.
You're probably talking shit about
I think that name has been dropped already.
Wait, was CJ the little guy, the littlest one? Well, not like the oldest one, but the smallest one, right?
No, he was the oldest.
He was the oldest.
He was the oldest and the smallest.
Like I never got it with him. I was like, because I knew that he wasn't all there, but he wasn't like, man, I didn't feel like he was mentally ill.
Bro, that's what you call an in-betweener, bro.
That's so bad.
Hey, see, that's a true 50% retard. You never go full retard, but that's a good 50%.
No, blessings to him and his family.
You can't just call him an in-betweener and then follow up with like blessings to him and all that.
Bro, why not, bro? I send blessings to the six, bro.
Well, I mean, it still doesn't make up for it.
Bro, yes it does, bro. Yes it does.
You can say it, but I don't know if it makes up.
It's like fucking strippers and snorting coke, but then I'm gonna donate to the church on Sunday. You know what I mean? It's the same shit.
I'm gonna get a little bit back.
It's the same shit. When that collection plate kept passing around, I'm gonna take 10 and put 5 in there. You know what I'm saying?
Got you putting the money there. Jesus, don't ever say I didn't do nothing for you.
Oh my goodness. It's like that one Mad TV sketch. He's like, with all due respect, your mother is a whore.
With all due respect.
Wasn't that like that was like a part of like the Talladega Nights, right?
Talladega Nights.
It was like With all due respect, I wish it worked like that in real life.
That is true. That is true. He did say that Talladega Nights. With all due respect.
They all do, with all due respect.
You're an asshole.
But which song for y'all? Speaking of which, had the most respect? I mean,
Man,
as far as '90s songs, I mean, what?
I don't know, man, because
Maybe
Any
just too
song,
many
I think the one of the most respect. I mean, this is kind of generic, but it is what it is. It's Juicy, man. There's no more like noticeable song than Juicy. Like you can't say Juicy comes on the radio. Everybody knows what that is.
But then you got California Love and all Tupac's jams.
True.
So
I got 5 on it. I feel like everyone.
You got Orange Beat, Regulators. You got the
I think everyone knows what that means.
I know. I got a good story for. I got 5 on it. So, for any of our listeners that are currently outside of the state of Texas, like it was whenever we were still in school, we had like these state mandated tests and they like measured how smart school was and how smart schools were and how much funding they would get the next year. So ours was a tax test. And it was always like a big deal towards the end, like the second semester in high school, junior high, elementary. And they were always like super, super strict on cell phones. So it's like everyone knew you had cell phones, so you turn them in before the tax test, or if you didn't turn them in, like at least turn it off and keep it in your pocket, or turn it on silent. So
yeah.
So I was taking my tax test, and I mean I was done. I was just chilling for like 2 hours, and there was like this one girl that was like, taking her test, and then you just hear her phone start ringing, and I got 5 on it.
What's good? She kept it hood.
She kept it hood, and I was like,
she white?
No, she was Mexican. She's like a.
Hey.
That's why she kept it hood, because she was hood, bro. She didn't keep it hood. She just stayed what she was at, bro.
Yeah, she actually she was like a bigger heavier set girl that worked at Bush's Chicken.
Hey,
that's good.
Nah, forget Bush's Chicken on that note, man.
Bro,
that lady
you know what
always
that was?
gave me the baby pieces of chicken.
You think
and
that
then
was
she give Brian the big voluptuous?
Hey, bro, they love me, bro. They love me in the hood. What can I say? White people love me, but so does the hood, bro.
So yeah, just to give some background, Bush's Chicken is like a Chicken Express or a Golden Chicken.
Well, we got to equate it to like, because our listeners are international. We got over thousands, so hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands. You got to understand, this is like a KFC.
KFC, or for our listeners in Mexico, it's a Pollo Loco. But yeah, so I was so bummed out, man, because like if I was a teacher,
I'd just let it ride.
And if it was any other ringtone, I'd be like, you know what, give me your phone, your test is void. But it was I got 5.
But to her defense, man, that wasn't her ringtone. That was her alarm. Like, she had to go to work in 5 minutes. So, she had 5 to get up on it, bro.
That was reminding her to fill her gas tank, bro.
Let me get 5.
And Lee's pretty far from Bush's, so a good 10-15 minutes. So she was already late, man.
Yeah. Can I get 5 on pump 2?
Yeah.
Y'all remember those days, bro?
Man, putting $5 in, shit.
Way back then, man.
Remember charging for gas? Something Lewis never had to worry about since he always ditched me when it was his day to drive. We probably talk shit about you. Okay, so let's get the listeners a little backstory. So, me and Lucius had Spanish class together, and me and the diabolical Lou would just go eat lunch, man. But after a while, I mean, I just kind of noticed when it was Lewis's day to drive that he just always seemed to be going with another group. I mean, it just became more and more frequent. And I'm not going to say it was because he was trying to avoid driving, but what I will say is at the time this started happening, he did switch over from the Blue Blur, which was his turboed out, German engineered car, to big old Chevy truck.
It would have loved the floods.
Goddamn.
But hey, man, I got 5 on it.
Bruh, whenever I first got the truck, gas was at like $4 a gallon. What you want me to do?
Suck it up, bro.
Bro, I want you to put 5 on it. I want you to put 5 on it.
5 on it, bro.
If it's 4, you can put 5. You're gonna have.
So what was the MPG on that bitch? Like 14, 15?
Maybe with no wind.
Okay. So 15. So you put 5 on it, bro. That's 1 gallon.
No, Luke. I think that song relates to how many miles Luke put on his truck that year.
Gotcha. 5 on it, bro.
It was rough, man. It was rough. But
yeah, man, gas was ridiculous back then, didn't it? Man, it got pretty high.
Oh, yeah,
I remember people started trading in their trucks and SUVs for cars.
You know.
And then now, oil field went up, they're balling out, and now they're going back.
They're going back to the $70,000 trucks with $20,000 in accessories, bro.
Yeah, those days are long gone in our good old state of Texas.
Like, why do I need why do I need a solid metal fucking grill? I ain't flying through snow or anything, bro. Like, what do I need that for?
And you know what like annoys me the most is whenever you see like a huge like diesel truck like lifted, jacked up with like these huge tires and these nice rims and nice paint job, and then you see like a 5'2" chick driving it. Like, what are you doing that? You can't.
What are you trying to compensate for?
You can't even park it.
What are you trying to compensate for?
You're definitely not. It's definitely not your work truck. You're not.
Like you got a little clit or what? 'Cause I don't understand.
Running around with that A cup.
Like, does that just mean you're really tight, or? Because that's like a signal for us to go even like, oh hey, let's holler at this one. She tight. She compensating with her truck for her tight.
I bet you so you can't see the like 3 or 4 baby seats in the back. And the one 6-year-old sitting in the front with no seatbelt.
Oh man. Those are the worst.
I think the classic one is when you see like the 97 to 2004 like Dodge Ram with the smokestack in the back. Just like a random ass smokestack in the middle of the bed, just blowing out diesel fuel. I think that's always a classic, man. You gotta respect.
Why do people like seeing the color of black smoke come out their car? Like, why?
It's an obsession.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a redneck obsession.
Like, I'd understand if you had like some marijuana clouds coming out. Like, okay, you smoke the fuck out your car. I understand that, bro. But like, what? Why you just have black smoke, bro? Like, why?
Do you remember that guy in high school who used to like smoke all the kids like walking by? He would just straight put like a cloud through all of them.
Yeah, man.
Like 5 people walked away with asthma that day.
I remember that guy. I remember one day vividly. Me and my group of friends were walking back when we were sophomores. Walking like
your girlfriends?
Nah, friends. Just friends.
Okay.
And his asshole blew like a big black cloud of smoke. And I had my I think we went to the mall that day, so I had like my Chick-fil-A cup. I just like hit him in the windshield, and he was a big dude. I thought that I was gonna get beat up like that day or at football practice the next day. I don't know if y'all. What was his name?
You talking about Marcus, bro?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
that shit was funny.
So what happened? Like,
he came out. They tossed their drinks and it didn't hit their windshield. It went through the window. They had it cracked open. Like they had the window cracked open. It goes through that little gap and just explodes in the truck. So they take off. They take off because there's like a group of them, and I mean they were all sophomores. I mean we were all sophomores at the time. So they take off, and then I saw it happen, and then Marcus comes over and he's like, Garcia, did you see who did that? I was like, nope.
Like I thought someone had saw that. Well, I'm gonna get beat up, but
hey, I didn't snitch on you.
Yeah, respect. Yeah,
that shit was funny, dude. I'm sorry because I saw it and I was just like, damn, what are the chances of it going through?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
But it wasn't more because he shot black smoke at me, but I was doing it for the environment,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sticking up for the trees.
Okay. Well, you gotta throw trash in the trash can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's right. Get your shit up to 20 mpg, bro. That's what you said that day.
I don't think I've ever thrown. You know what? I did throw a cup at somebody. I think it was me and Brian and SB, or me, Jesse and SB. we were at Rose's one time, and some Camaro parked in like 4 parking spots, bro. And we were just like fucking on the way out. We just pop, 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 like 3 cops at the same time, just pop, pop, pop. And then we took off.
How do you take up 4 spots? Did he like park
long ways? He pulled long ways.
Exactly. And his girlfriend was so embarrassed. His girlfriend was so embarrassed. She felt, I could tell. She was just like, "Why would you do that?" And he, just like, bitch, you already know.
It wasn't even a fucking SS, bro. It was like off, like, you know, no power seats, manual windows. He had a Walkman, bro. Like, you know, had the headphones plugged in, the stereo.
Had the 8-track in that bitch.
That's good.
No, I just had a bad habit of throwing drinks in high school when I got off at lunch, man. I don't know.
I remember when we got that boy Zubia.
Oh, that was the worst. He was mad.
Who was Zubia?
So there's this man, Justin Zubia, for the listeners. He a real kind of just big, just goofy guy. You know what I mean?
Is he the one that has that small dick? Somebody said one time. Well, that's just what I heard through the grapevine, bro.
Yeah. I heard that too.
The grapevine started with through Lou. So what, Lou? Where'd you get that shit from, bro?
What?
Homeboy, I just picked a couple grapes off of you, bro. So where'd you pick up your grapes from?
Probably Lorenzo. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. So
anyway, we didn't originate the story, so keep going, bro.
We digress. So anyway, oh my god. So anyway, man, I don't know what it was. Like, you know, like I said, you know, homeboy, just sometimes you talk a little much, and you know, we're all in high school. We all talk shit all the time. We all do dumb shit to each other. So I just thought it'd be a good. I really had to pee anyway, so I thought it'd be a good idea if I take this Whataburger cup or whatever I had, and you know, I just start peeing in it, you know. And to my surprise, it's, you know, the really, really big cup. I fill it all the way up from the bottom. I was like, wow, I guess I really had to go. And I was just gonna throw it away, but like I said, I had a problem with, you know, throwing my cups at people's cars, and and it was just because, you know, I saw, you know, he was so cool. He was so cool. He was riding, you know, he was bumping his music. Everyone bumps their music in the parking lot.
Was it like right after he got like his paint job?
I can't remember. Was it that silver truck? I can't even remember.
It was a silver or red truck. That's all.
No, because it was silver, but then he got like a white and red.
He got like a 2-tone. Yeah, he got a 2-tone.
God damn, he's feeling fresh.
He's feeling fresh. He's probably bumping. You know, still not a player. You know, so, you know, he's bumping it, bro. Like, you know, he's swinging. You know, he's looking to see who's looking. And I just, man, I'm across the parking lot, so I'm really not expecting to hit him. I'm just gonna try, man. I just chunked this cup, and it hit smack dab in the middle of his windshield, bro. Like, it goes everywhere.
Bloody piss? You say bloody piss? Is that what you said? You were on your period at the time, or what?
Nah, bro. Like, this shit was straight, you know, on that one, bro. Like, it was, yeah, dog. Definitely wasn't a pretty sight for him. And the funny thing is he didn't know for the longest time, so he's just riding around with my piss on his
Yeah, he just did.
No, man, we definitely did our fair share of pranks in high school. I know that for a while we were taking the tailgates off of people's trucks.
Oh,
damn.
So that
we
was
switching them too.
Yeah, we were like taking the tailgates off and switching them. Yeah. I know that one of our friends from a long time ago, his name was Rudy. we stole his keys, and then we parked his truck like.
Those apartments like down the street.
We parked his truck, so he thought that his truck had got stolen.
Poor guy.
So, yeah, it was
what did he do? Did he call the police? Did he?
No, I just told him. I think I eventually told him where his truck was.
What do you mean by eventually? Like after 9 o'clock at night when he was.
He's like ready to go home, and I was just like, I think it's at some apartments around.
I think they went for a block joyride or some shit, bro.
And I think they made Justin Zubia's truck into a taco one time too.
No, that was also Rudy's truck.
Oh, it was Rudy's truck too. They made his truck into
a taco. Oh, me and Rudy taco meat and sour cream on that bitch, or what?
And tortillas.
Yeah, we had prank wars. Like, we had prank wars for a solid like 2 months on vehicles. and I just got a shit ton of tortillas and guacamole. And like I just put them all over his truck, bro. Like just all over his truck.
And you know what? What the shitty thing about these prank wars was is it was like we were all friends, but there was like a divide. There was two groups of us, right? And we'd only like gang up on one person's car. So
it was a mutual hatred. It was mutual hatred.
It was always Rudy's truck, and it was always somebody else's car. I can't remember who it was. I don't know who it was from our side of the team.
It was my car. It was always my car. We got covered in ice cream. I came out and had ice cream and chocolate and whipped cream all over it, man. I had to go through the car wash like 3 times. I remember I got that pudding, like that banana pudding from that Chinese place we used to all go eat at.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize, that shit dried like concrete, and I put it all over his windshield, and he couldn't see shit going. He had to put his head out the window.
Looking like Dumb and Dumber, bro.
Yeah.
We did some pretty fucked up shit.
I'm just glad it wasn't my car that was chosen to be to be the car to get fucked up. Cause that was like a rough month, man. It was.
Y'all never took anybody's just straight up wheels off? I would have just put them on cinder blocks.
Well, he had a lock. He had a special lock on his.
A wheel lock.
Yeah. So we couldn't do it.
But I remember one time, one of our friends, Lazo, he also went to high school with us. I mean, this is kind of off subject, but I think it's kind of funny to him. But he got a boot at high school, like whenever he parked like in a teacher's parking lot or something. And I think he literally like blowtorched the boot off of his wheel.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking skills, bro. Can't hate on him.
What did he do with the boot?
He just took it with him.
God damn, bro. He just turned a $10 parking fine into theft.
Because I think because he had like all of his brother's like welding gear in the back of his truck, and dang, I got a boot. Oh, I can torch this bad boy.
Yeah, that's respect.
I saw a video of some Russian who did that shit, but he just changed his tire out because he had a fifth wheel, so he just changed his tire out and like took off with the other one. Man, that's real. That's kind of real, man. It's like fuck your parking boot.
Yeah. You can eventually find someone to take it
off.
Put
a boot on my car, bro. I put sandals back on that bitch.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
They all Pirellis. Golly, that's back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Y'all should have done that. That would have been funny as fuck if y'all just put if y'all just got 4 random ass donuts and put them on somebody's car instead of just coming out to some donuts, bro.
No, that is definitely that has to be like the worst feelings. I remember
I was on an F-250, put some donuts on the F-250.
Put the donuts on the Raptor, bro.
I don't even think it's supported, man. It would just pop.
Probably.
Like a Raptor. I mean, donuts are even just like blocked. I remember one time my girlfriend told me that at her job, she had a friend not a friend, but like a coworker that bought like some rims and some tires at like one of those credit places, like a Rent-A-Center or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was behind on her payments, so they showed up to her, they showed up to her job and just left her car on blocks.
They repoed them all. Why get rims and tires in the first place? Like,
it was a shitty car too.
Yeah.
Like, was she on a 60-month lease on some tires and rims or what?
I don't know, man, but
like I feel if you're gonna put that on layaway, you got to do 3 months at least, bro. Like that's pushing it at 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if our listeners get anything out of this episode, it's pay your bills on time.
Pay your bills on time, but don't put shit on. Don't be putting fucking rims and tires on credit, bro.
But on the Pirellis.
Unless that shit fire, bro. Unless that shit like $20,000 or something.
Y'all remember the spinners? What happened to the spinners, man?
They died, man.
People used to just roll around with that, man.
I think a baby got shot. I think a baby ran through one and got chopped up or some shit, bro.
Like for real, like.
You
remember the funniest one was the little plastic ones.
The hubcap spinner.
Remember like the hubcap.
Those are the best ones, man.
There's a hands down, bro. Hey, where'd you get your wrench from? Man, you know, I got one from, you know, just my homie hooked me up, man. Just really went to O'Reilly's or something. Went to the back.
The snap-ons.
Man, when I used to ride my bike, I remember I used to put foil on my in my spokes, bro, to make it look like I had it. Because when you're riding your bike, you don't notice. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that don't look like foil. That looks like some fucking spinners on your bike. Like, you sitting on some 20s on your bike, on your mongoose, and I'm like, fuck yeah, man. And then you slow it down, and you gotta like give them that smirk, like, hey, man, it's just foil from the cafeteria.
No. The jog guys put the Coke can on the tire.
You already know, man.
To make it sound like a motorcycle.
Hell yeah, you never did that?
Of course, everyone did that.
I just had pegs, bro. I couldn't afford no Coke can. Exxon kid, the Coke can was the pegs.
No, you know what's real though is whenever you're just rolling through the 6 with your woes, you know what I mean, on your bike, and like you see a random Coke can and you just in one stride you just roll over and you just automatically sound like a motorcycle. Like you didn't have to plan it out or anything. You just roll. You're just like, oh, what's good? This shit wasn't premeditated, bro. I just did this on the fly, bro.
That's real, man. That's real. On the subject, I think that one of like the baddest I ever felt was I borrowed one of my friends' bikes. I don't know. Y'all remember Pickles, right?
Of course, yeah. How do you forget the OG, the original OG?
Pickles. Always hooked it up at Little Caesars.
Always Little Caesars.
Hey, did he get married?
What?
I don't know, man.
Facebook, I saw a picture of a wedding and
he blocked me on Facebook.
Damn.
It's my fault. I'd always like post like gay stuff on his wall. And
you know what? You know what I'm gonna do for you, Lou?
I'm
gonna start commenting on his shit, and I'm gonna put the little dash, Lou. Like I'm gonna put a comment like Lou said this, not me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lucifer.
Anyways, so he just to give some background,
start with the name.
Pickles. Even before that, I think I met him whenever we were in 5th grade. He moved from like a different town in Texas, and he's like kind of like an awkward kid, but nothing too peculiar about him. But he eventually grew up. He became a really good friend. But anyways, he got the nickname Pickles because one of our friends started like a rumor that whenever he'd get bored, he'd just go into like a closet and shove pickles up his butt. And like everyone knew it was fake, but that nickname just stuck.
Wait, you mean that's fake? I thought that was real.
You never know. Maybe it was real.
Sour pickle or dill?
It was
the one with the bumps is dill, right?
The one with the bumps.
It didn't have bumps when it went in, but it came out of dill.
So that's Pickles in a nutshell. But he's a regular kid, junior high school. But as soon as he left, I think didn't he graduate from high school? I'm not sure. He might not. No, he graduated from high school.
No, I think he did. Yeah, he just went.
Yeah, he passed the test.
Yeah, he finished with. Yeah, it took him a couple, but he got it.
It took him 6 times to pass the tax test.
God damn.
Because I know that was like the limit, and he did it on the very last one. But he moved back to his hometown, and he kind of became a thug.
That's weird. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can just move a city and become a thug. You know what I mean? I feel like being a thug's always inside of you. That's just always inside of you, man.
Hey, nah, but man, if you went to Little Caesars and see him work, bro, he ran that bitch, bro. He wasn't even management, and he ran management. Management tried to tell him what to do. He's like, fuck, no, I ain't making them pizzas.
That's true, man. That's true.
He was a straight.
Maybe where he lives now that's where he strives, man. His people needed him, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna shine.
He moved on to Golden Chicken Express. Chicken
Express.
He went from boxes of pizza to bricks of that good, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He just utilized himself.
That good golden crisp chicken.
Yeah, I never forget his manager was there one time and like he always hooked us up with pizza. And Pickles hated me. I don't know why Pickles hated me. It's because of y'all he hated me for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He hated me.
Yeah, I don't know why, man.
He always talk shit to me. He just always talk shit to me. Like, hey Brian, fuck you.
I remember one time we were all hanging out at Pickles' house, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we were all just chilling in his room, playing like Fight Night or Madden or whatever. And
it was Madden that day. I remember that.
Like we all played football. We were all like big, hefty boys at the time, and we had a few friends that were like really, really big. And one guy, his name was Raimundo. He just like jumped on his bed and jumped on top of somebody. I don't know if he jumped on top of you, Brian, or.
Bro, it was me, dog. Remember, I disappeared.
So he jumped on top of Brian, and then all you hear is a snap, like.
Yeah.
And then like the bed just kind of just slides, and it's obviously broken. And I mean, Brian was just laying there. He had nothing to do with it, but. Pickles, blamed it on Brian. It's like, what the fuck, Brian? Why'd you break my bed? And Brian was just like, dude, it was Ray. I didn't even jump. And didn't he kick you out of his house that day?
Yeah, bro, he kicked me out. I didn't go back for like 2 weeks. I wasn't allowed back.
So I don't know.
Like, how did you get kicked out of the house? Like Jazzy Jeff style, or like, was it a walk of shame, or like how you get kicked out of the house?
Bro, it was like the walk of shame. Like I couldn't find my panties, and, and like I had like 5 missed calls from my girlfriend the night before. Like,
yeah, man, it was wild. I don't know how. And that was always just like an ongoing theme because like. There was like these 2 friends, that guy Big Ray and that guy Big Mark, that they'd always like mess with Pickles. They'd jump on him or beat him up or dry hump him, but he would never get mad at them. He'd always like look at someone else like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I don't know. Anyway, he's very peculiar. But this was before then, and I didn't have a bike at the time. We were like in 7th grade. I didn't have a bike. I don't know. I think it was broken or something. So I asked if I could borrow his bike. And, I was just doing my thing. And it was like the worst feeling ever because I was just like riding his bike. And it was like a dope ass mountain bike. And I was like changing like the gears. And like the whole thing, like his whole just like gears just like snapped.
Goddamn.
And like I was like a block from his house. And I had to like walk his bike back to his house. And he wasn't there at the time. Like it was his mom.
Dang.
And I had to like turn in his broken bike to his mom, and I couldn't go over to his house for like a month after that too because his mom didn't like me. I feel so bad, man. Like the worst thing ever.
Did you even say anything?
Yeah, I did, man. I was sorry. I apologized to him.
What did he say?
He hated me, man. I fucking hate you, Luis. The fuck, breaking my bike. Cause he had just gotten it too. He had that bike for like 2 weeks. And I broke it.
Damn, Lou, you didn't even try to like give him like.
Mama was real pissed. She saved up for the bike.
No, man, like
you couldn't find Lazo to weld that shit back together.
No, man, I had like I found bike parts somewhere. I forgot, and I tried to fix it, but it wasn't happening. I was like,
Lou went the cheap route. He's like, I tried to fix it. We weren't going to Peyton's bikes or anything. I was trying to fix it.
Pickles like more money, more problems after he bought that bike. It's a hard knock life.
He's like, I swear, when you get nice things, your true friends, the true friends come out, man. The true friends come out.
Yeah, and ever since I broke his bike that one time, it was never the same, man. I always felt a little hate from him too.
And that's why he blocked you on Facebook.
Yeah.
He remembered.
Ryan, you're probably blocked as well.
Bro, I don't think he blocked me. We actually kind of were. I mean, we were pretty cool. It was just like a little theme, man. He just blamed everything on me. Like he was such a good actor that he actually got mad and would kick me out sometimes.
That's such a funny nickname, Pickles.
Hey, but he still got free pizzas at the,
Bro, even like, we were cool. Like I said, it was just an ongoing thing because that one
time. That's how you know you was the homie. If he gave you the free pizza, like I used to go in there and just think I had the money I was gonna pay, got money from the moms. He's like, nah, don't worry about it.
Goddamn,
I'll be
you
like,
pocket that shit, huh? and buy drugs.
He was the boy. Yeah, he was.
Bro, like his manager was there one time, like just straight looking at him. He goes, "What you want, Brian?" I was like, "Man, I see it." He goes, "All right, what kind of pizza you want?" And like, he told the dudes in the back, "Hey, make me a meat lover. Put some extra shit on there, extra cheese." Bro, they made me 3 boxes with some wings, some breadsticks, and asked me if I wanted a liter soda.
And the manager was there?
Didn't say shit, bro. I was like, "Is that your manager?" He's like, "Don't worry about him."
No. I remember one time, his manager, like, was like effing around with someone, like with a girl, but that girl had like a boyfriend, and that guy called up like Little Caesars or whatever, was like threatening him, oh, meet me at this place, we're gonna fight this out, and I don't know, Pickles just kind of rounded up the squad, and it was literally like I don't know, 20 or 30 of us showed up.
Holy shit, I remember this. I forgot I was there. Damn, we were bad, man.
To Little Caesars, but the other guy didn't show up.
Probably because he probably did show up. He probably did show up and saw 30 people standing outside.
That's how 9 people get killed and the franchise gets dropped, bro. That's how that happens right there.
For real.
I just got on Pickles. No names. I got on Pickles' Facebook, bro. One of his statuses from yesterday. No, 24th at 5:10 a.m. not p.m. because he rise and grind. It states word for word, rise and grind, ho ass dudes.
Wait, what's his Facebook name?
I can't be telling you that shit.
I'll edit it out. What is it?
Okay, Alex Olvera. His real name.
His government name.
His government name. Bro, I hate when people say that shit, bro.
Is Olvera Olvera?
Yeah, man. When people be like, "Oh, what's your name?" Man, my name's Sequestany, but that's my government name. I go by C.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sequestany.
He definitely blocked me on Facebook.
Damn.
And you can't send him a message or nothing. You can't do nothing.
I can't, man. It's because I was messing with this thug persona, man. Because any time like he posted something on Facebook trying to act hard, I'd always be like, "Oh yeah, Big Daddy" or something like that. because I've known this guy since like 5th grade. Like I know you're not a thug. Like
you're fucking Pickles, bro. You stick pickles up your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Like I've seen you cry, man. I've seen you fall off a bike and cry. You're not a thug. No, it was like the greatest thing ever. It was me, our friend Lorenzo, one of our old friends Caesars, and Pickles. There's 4 of us, and there's 2 bikes, and we were going to like someone's house, but I don't know, for some reason 2 people didn't want to walk, and we didn't want to ride our bike slow. So my bike had pegs, so I had my bike had pegs. So my friend Caesar was using my bike, and our friend Lorenzo, who weighed like 20 pounds, was like riding on his pegs.
A pack of potatoes.
A pack of cigarettes.
Pretty much. And I remember that day vividly too because Lori was wearing a black Allen Iverson jersey, repping AI. Anyways, off subject. And Pickles had his bike. This was before I broke it. So a mountain bike, and there was like a Family Dollar like shopping cart just like chilling on my street for some reason. And I was like, well, if no one wants to walk, Lori will ride on my peg, Caesar will ride the bike, and I'll use Pickles' bike, and we'll just like tie my bike lock to the shopping cart, and I'll just pull Pickles.
Homeboy didn't even get to ride his own bike.
Nah, he didn't want to. He said, I'll ride in the golf cart. All right, whatever.
No, man, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to be a backseat right now, man. I'm too busy to be driving.
Let me Bentley up real quick.
So I was his chauffeur, and I don't know. I mean, I was going pretty fast, and we made it to our friend's house. And I like suddenly stopped because I was like messing with him like the whole way. Like I was like swerving, like just going side to side. So like it was a shopping cart, so it's not very stable, and I was going fast, and like I had this thing that I would do to his bike where
Were you fuck it up? That's why it broke. We know why it broke now.
No. Where I'd ride his bike and then I just like hop off of it and let it go.
So that is how you fucked it. You thought it could ride straight by itself for long. Whenever you try to return it, you're just like, fuck it, bro.
No. That's not how the bike broke. But like I just hop off his bike and I let it. I ghost ride the whip, you know. So I did that while he was in the shopping cart, and the bike eventually like fell over, and the shopping cart like ran into the bike, and he just like kind of catapulted off the shopping cart. And he got pretty banged up, and he was like crying.
All around asshole.
Did he go back home? Did he go back home, or did he chill?
Nah, he toughed it out, but he was like he was mad the whole time. In one of those hate modes. I thought it was hilarious.
And that's the reason why he keeps his circle smaller than a dot, bro.
Hey.
So like my thing, you said that bike, his mountain bike had pegs on it, right?
No, my bike.
I was about to say, bro.
My bike
You're not trying to ride through nature trails together on the peg.
What's good?
You trying to piggyback on that?
He's just like, hold on. I was like, hold on, homie, you a little heavy. I'm gonna shift down in the third gear.
That was always tough, man. Whenever you had pegs and you had to move around.
Y'all didn't double peg that hoe up, bro?
Nah, I think I only had pegs in the back. Yeah. Either way, man.
I remember we used to double peg that hoe and had 3 people on a bike, bro. That shit's dangerous.
No, man, forget the pegs. You have like some person riding on the back pegs, and you have like another friend just riding on the handlebars. That's real.
I feel like Snoop D-O-double-G inspired everyone to ride on the fucking handlebars in the front, bro.
That was real, yeah. I remember doing that, man.
Riding on the front.
More support with the pegs in the front, bro. We just had more support because somebody could put their feet somewhere.
Man, moral of the study. Moral of the story: Pickles isn't a thug. So add me back on Facebook, man. I miss you.
You really think he listens to this stuff?
That'd be funny if he did.
If you send him a message on Facebook, tell him to listen. He might.
I'm gonna tell him Lou name dropped you in our podcast.
No, dude, do it right now. Do it right now.
Okay, I'll do it in a second.
All right, cool. Anyways, I think we've digressed a lot. We were supposed to talk about 90s music.
We talked about 2 songs.
We talked about 2 songs, but they're 2 good songs. I don't know.
The best songs of the 90s, so what else do we need to talk about? Like, that was all we needed to talk about, so.
Well, I mean, if you look at it like strictly like hip-hop, those are 2 good songs, but, you know.
I mean, these are you had P. Diddy, Mace, Biggie, Tupac, Too Short, NWA. Like, what else you need, bro?
I'm saying, like, there's other music genres, too. There's not,
yeah, but
there's not just hip-hop. You know what I mean? You got 90s whenever like, grunge rock was also huge. It blew up. Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. You know, Red Hot Chili Peppers popped off in the 90s.
Hey, Britney Spears, too, man.
Britney Spears had the booty. She was late 90s.
Wasn't Britney Spears like 98, 99?
Maybe.
She was 16 years old and she was in that Catholic uniform. God damn.
A young man's dream.
I don't know if I jacked off before that, but if I did, I'd jack off to that video.
I mean, you definitely had like a bunch of. That's like whenever like the boy band kind of craze popped off too.
98 Degrees.
I wasn't a fan, but you know the songs. You could probably sing along with the songs too.
Man, I ain't even gonna front. I was an NSYNC fan, man.
I'll be real. Your boy didn't know hip hop till like.
Till like last year.
Or like rap in general. So what grade was I in, dude? I was in the
12th grade.
I was in the
my first love.
second grade. I was at Bush Elementary.
No, we already know why you didn't listen to rap, because you were at Bush Elementary, bro. Like that's the
Bro. Yeah, like I mean, like, well, the first school I went to was hands down nothing but minorities, like including myself.
That's real.
My mom actually had to explain to me and my brother that we weren't black because that's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we didn't know any better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were little kids, we didn't know any better, so we talked like everyone else around us. And like one day, like, my mom had to explain to us that we were Mexican, like, because we didn't know we were Mexican. we thought we were black, bro. Like, we didn't know any better. So
and that's why white people love Brian to this day, because they think he's black.
And so I go to Bush, and it's completely different. Yeah,
most light skin. Just
so technically Brian's a yellow bone.
Sure, yellow bone. Just.
So I go to Bush, and like it's completely different, opposite. Like these, like I remember like when kids get dropped off at Washington, you know, their parents would be bumping, bro. Like you can tell when someone's parents are picking them up because they have their music all the way
Yeah, Leo and Rebecca in the morning.
Back in the day. No, it was Leo and John Paul, or it was John Pat.
Paul. Yeah, I remember him.
But anyway, you know, at Bush, like I said, they all listen to like Backstreet Boys and stuff. So like, you know what I mean? I just listened to what everyone else around me listened to. And the funny thing is my house is in between two apartment complexes. But so I played outside all the time. And in second grade, so I didn't really listen to music. I listened to what the radio said, you know, played or whatever. So anyway, like, you know, I listened to Backstreet Boys, and this guy comes up, man. You know, one of these apartment kids comes up because, you know, we all hang out. And I'm like, what are you listening to? Because at that time, I didn't have a Walkman. I wasn't cool enough to.
Brian had the hit clips.
That was back in the day. So he had his CD player. He was banging it. I was like, what's up with that? And I listened to it. He's like, you like rap? I was like, I don't even know what rap is. So he plays it for me, bro.
Christmas time.
And it was Tupac. I just remember listening to it. I was like, it's just pretty dope. I don't know what this is, but I like it. I like it more. And then ever since then, like, man, yeah, because the first music I really remember listening to, and it's because I went to that school at Bush, was like, what is that shit called? Britney Spears, when she came out, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all that pop stuff. And then once that kid went to my house, where I started learning what rap was, like, heard Tupac. And then just from there, ever since then, like, I always listen to rap.
Freestyling ever since.
That's real, man.
Right.
Definitely had, the 90s was very, very good for hip-hop. You got MC Hammer dropped, you know, You Can't Touch This. Classic.
And then he dropped 10 mil.
I think, what was it? Baby Got Back dropped in the 90s too.
Hey, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, you know. Vanilla Ice. Ice Baby.
Insane in the Membrane, dog.
Damn.
And y'all have to remember No Diggity from Blackstreet.
You already know.
Hey, no doubt, bro.
No Diggity. No doubt, man.
I like
Those, definitely a good time for hip hop.
Okay, but do y'all remember the music video to No Diggity?
I don't think I do, man.
When they're like in that club restaurant, whatever. Mixed.
And there is a fucking puppet playing the piano, bro. Do I got that right? Do I got that right in my mind?
I don't know, man. That's deep. You're going.
No, I vividly remember a music video where there's a black puppet, and he was playing the piano like da 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 da, and I was like, oh shit. I remember that shit.
You're going deep in the archive for that, man.
And I don't know.
And I think
it's been too many years.
And then you got, you know, y'all mentioned this earlier, Tupac, California Love.
Mm-hmm.
You got OPP, Naughty by Nature. You remember that?
Naughty by Nature, though.
You down with OPP?
Kids don't know that nowadays. They just salute POP. You know what I'm
saying? POP, hold it down. So definitely a good year for the 90s. Good year for hip hop. Good decade for hip hop.
It was, man. I feel like there's just a lot of songs, man. They like the crazy thing is like all of them were hits, but they all had like for the most part, to me, some lyrics behind them. Like now, I mean, don't get me wrong, like be bumping them songs, but like ain't got no tie, turn off on a Tuesday, bitch better have my money.
There's literally like 14 lyrics in the song.
Yeah,
14 words in a song, man.
I don't really get that I ain't got no type song.
I ain't got no type.
I don't know, it's just like Brian was saying, the lyrics are just so basic, man.
They like just goofy as fuck too, man, like.
But it makes sense, man. They don't have any types, you know what I mean? Like just throw a bad bitch at them. That's their type. That's what they get at.
They ain't got no type.
It's kind of sad.
Bro, I ain't got no type of bad bitches. They whisper it under their breath. You just don't hear it.
Gotcha.
That bass too loud.
Yeah, you hear it.
And let me point out the obvious. This is gonna be funny, but you forgot about Wu-Tang.
The Wu
Protection Net.
Lou got a hat on right now that says Wu-Tang 1992, and Lou didn't even bring up.
I was kidding.
What were you gonna get there? Next episode or what?
Next episode, man. We're gonna fuck on the Wu. No, it's because I feel like we need to have like a whole episode just dedicated to the Wu.
That's true, man.
You can't just throw them in. Know what I mean?
Best rap group.
They just have so much stuff out there. You gotta have.
One of the best rap groups.
Even like their most recent stuff, man. A Better Tomorrow. That album's dope.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who is it? Raekwon just put out a new album. It's called I think it's just called Fly, and it's called and it's an acronym for something. It's dope though.
Yeah, it's
By Shep, yeah.
God, I think it's like what? Fly International Luxurious Art or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard like the first like 5 tracks to it. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. I need to
he just put it out like not too long ago, so that's live.
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks.
So, and then Meth is supposed to be coming out with something here soon.
Good.
And I think Redman's supposed to be coming out with something.
Redman.
Yeah, Too real.
It's good to see him.
Redman's always kept it G.
So we'll definitely need to have like a Wu-Tang
episode.
episode.
We can have a Wu-Tang episode where we have 20 minutes of us just being like, I fucking stick a spiked dildo up your ass and pull it out.
I wonder what the Wu-Tang crew is doing now. I mean, like obviously you got like your big name dudes. You got like Raekwon, Method Man, Redman, and
Ghostface.
The RZA. That I'm pretty sure they're still fairly successful. But what about all the other homies, man?
Man, all the other affiliates, man.
There's just so many of them, man.
They're probably working at like H-E-B or Walmart or something.
They're in the warehouse.
Not Walmart, because our Walmart closed down, so they're not working.
So what they do is the Method Man and Raekwon and Ghost they chill in Redman's house, right? Because he's just an affiliate of them. He ain't fuck with them like that. And they put on a karate movie, nigga. Or they put on a karate movie, and everybody just rolls through. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Power Rangers. Like everybody gears up. Like you got one by one person of the Wu-Tang showing up every 20 minutes.
They just jump in.
They just jump in. It's like, hey, let's do an album in a night, and they do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wu, man. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a good stopping point, and I think that's a good segue to what will probably be our next episode. We got to do a Wu-Tang episode.
Yeah, for sure.
After this.
What was that, 2 hours?
Of this?
Yeah.
No, we started at like 11.
I forgot Brian was late.
Brian was grubbing as
No,
usual.
not Brian was late. Brian was moving that weight.
Whoa.
Nah.
Loader.
Bro, Brian, what kind of car you sell? What kind of car was it?
What kind of hoopty was it?
The LTZ 2500 Chevy.
Damn.
Okay.
On the 13-inch alloys.
Okay.
They did look funny. The rims look funny.
Yokohama tires. With the racing Yokohamas.
Bro, hell no, not on that truck.
Respect.
You got some Michelin. You got some Michelin on there.
He traded in his truck and a motorcycle. We've just been riding his motorcycle around whenever we get stressed out. We'll go take his little crotch rocket and go down the street.
Oh, is that for sale? No, man. I don't know. We don't know the details on that yet. We don't know the details on that.
We'll go hit 100, then we'll come back to work.
What's good?
All right then.
Yep. So as always, appreciate you listening, and for our listeners out there, and for you new people, check us out lyricalyincorrect.com, on Instagram, on Twitter, or check us out on iTunes. We're there. Subscribe, listen, tell your friends, tell a friend. And if you have any questions, comments, feedback, concerns, you could always tweet at us, leave us a comment on iTunes, Instagram, or shoot us an email. We'll be more than happy to address that on our next episode. So with that said, thank you for listening, and good night, fellas, and thank you, Jesse, for joining us tonight.
Appreciate the love.
Special guest.
Homies.
Oh man, I forgot to hit the record button, guys.
You're lying.
Because it says live, bro.
Nah, I'm just kidding. We recorded this one. So
he did that one time, bro. he did that one time.
Oh, my bad.
Because it cut off halfway, and all of us dropped out, so we had to start all over again. Yeah. We didn't push record that time, bro. So we were talking to nobody.
We're talking to each other.
We basically just had a 3-way call.
We had a 3-way call for an hour.
The dopest 3-way call ever. True bros. Hey, with the Miller Lifeguard shirts. I see you repping.
Rocking it, bro. All right, homies. I'll catch y'all cats later, man. Y'all be easy.
Y'all take it easy.
Doggy.
Good.
All right.